Hello there, and welcome to Studio 7. I'm Bob West, your host on YouTube West. Thank you very much for tuning in to look at my review on Space Cowboys. And every once in a while, you see a movie coming out, and this one came out in 2000, and you say to yourself, man, I think I'm going to have to take the day off and go see it when it comes out. At the time, Clint Eastwood, James Garner, Donald Sutherland, Tommy Lee Jones were definitely household names. But to find all four of them together was going to be something. There was no doubt about it. And when you looked at the age of the individuals involved and you said, we're going to put them in space, you're thinking, hey, what could we possibly do with these guys that was going to be cool? Well, what we can do is give them a great story. We can give them a story about getting them in space to fix something that's as old as they are. What we can do is give them a great background, NASA and the space program to do it in, and the space facility to train in and have fun in, using all the latest toys and gadgets that some of them would have never seen. What we can do is surround them with a lot of interesting individuals as character actors and have a lot of fun with them. And then, on top of it all, we're going to do something that is really amazing, and we're going to direct a movie and produce a movie. And he's going to do a great job, because normally what happens is when I rate certain movies, I look at the people that are involved in the movies and I give them a value, and it's usually +1 for everybody that's really good. If I get an actor in there like Hugh Grant, I might take a -1 off. If I get somebody that produces and directs their own movie, it's usually a -1 because the director tends to focus on his own character. With Clint Eastwood, even at -1 on Space Cowboys, this movie rates an 8 out of 10, because what happens is if you get too many people or you get too many points in scoring a movie, you find yourself being overloaded and the movie isn't good. In Space Cowboys, it's great. That's not going to happen. Let's talk about who's in here. Clint Eastwood, Tommy Lee Jones, Donald Sutherland, James Garner, Marcia Gay Harden, William Devane, Lauren Dean, Courtney B. Vance, which if you've ever seen The Hunt for Red October, you're going to notice who he is, and James Cromwell, who you've seen from Star Trek movies. James Cromwell has been in some of the Tom Clancy movies. This cast it's incredible. The music is awesome. The CGI that's being used, the effects that's being used in 2000 are still relatively developed, but relatively new enough, but they're whole, and they make you feel that you're right where you need to be when you're in space. I love this movie. I dig it. Everybody has a great time, and the characters are put in positions that they're not normally found in, and the actors themselves are put into positions that they don't necessarily going to enjoy. The only performance in this movie that could be considered slightly out of touch is James Garner's, and I think it was done that way to begin with. He seems a little overdone, a little bit edgy, but later on in the movie it seems to come into play, and I still haven't made the decision on whether that's James Garner doing James Garner without any direction or if Clint Eastwood intended it. But the movie is a 7 out of 7 movie, there's no doubt about it. Space Cowboys is a wonderful evening indoors. It's a movie out on the road if you're watching your tablet huddled up in a tent somewhere and it's raining outside. It's a great little movie. I thoroughly enjoy it. For Studio 7, I'm Bob West on YouTube West. Thank you very much.